new 2010 9.5. This is a new car from Saab where traditional Saab styling cues meet new technology. Noticing in the front of the vehicle the bi-xenon headlamps, those are actually able to see around corners practically with the ability to move up to 15 degrees. The three-part design grille, which is traditional Saab design, both on the top and on the bottom. Also moving around the side of the vehicle, the turbine design wheels. These are evoking the heritage of Saab with its turbo technology. You have a rearward sloping roof line on the car, which really calls to mind the old 900s. And looking in the back of the vehicle, you have this beautiful LED light pipe design for the rear, as well as just a really unique design, unique exhaust outlets also. The Haldex system is designed to be able to transfer power to the wheels that have the grip. It's traditionally going to run more in a front-wheel drive type configuration, but can transfer power as it needs to in order to keep you going down the road. In fact, the sensors actually check what you're doing. There's 20 sensors in the vehicle that check the road conditions, the conditions of what the car itself is doing, and also the driver input over 100 times a second to make sure it's doing what it needs to do to keep you where you're intending to go. Also, you'll notice these sensors here on the rear of the vehicle. Those sensors are for our parking system, and not only are they on the back, but they're also on the front. The really cool thing with those is they kind of have three parts to them. First of all, they're going to help to detect if your kids' bikes are in the driveway, which of course is a good thing. But secondly, you're also going to have those helping you to decide if the parallel parking space that you're contemplating is going to be one that you're going to fit into. And they even will help you with showing you if there's a vehicle in your blind spot when you're driving down the highway and getting ready to change lanes at 65 miles an hour. This is turbo technology. Again, turbo technology being great. This vehicle, in fact, is a twin scroll turbo, and basically all that means to you is that you're going to get a more efficient use of power, so there is better gas mileage, but also you're not going to experience the turbo lag, which you may have experienced in other turbo vehicles that you've driven, or even older style Saabs that had turbo. There was often some lag that happened with that, but with this new twin scroll turbo design, that's something that you're not going to experience in the vehicle. And with 300 horsepower to keep you going, you definitely won't have any issues with merging into high-speed traffic or anything along those lines. You'll notice too that the fluids that you may be, willing or wanting to check yourself are things that you'll be able to see easily. They're labeled in yellow. They're accessible. You'll notice too, looking at the design of the vehicle, the blacked-out A-pillars and the tops of the mirrors, which really kind of evokes that aircraft heritage design that the Saab has had for so many years now. It does have a full warranty. Your warranty is a 4-year, 50,000-mile warranty, which covers everything on the vehicle, basically bumper to bumper. That means your air conditioning system, all the mechanics of the vehicle, the transmission, everything really is covered. That's 100% coverage. There's no deductible on that. Also really cool is the courtesy transportation part of the warranty. That just means that if you need another vehicle to drive while your vehicle's here for a warranted repair, that'll never be an issue with your new Saab. And in fact, here at Cadillac, Saab specifically, we even offer a free concierge service. So if you're too busy to bring your car in for service at all, that's not a problem either. We're actually going to come and get the vehicle for you to bring it in for its normal maintenance, because we know that that's an important part of the ownership of the vehicle. And also regarding maintenance, you're going to have free maintenance of this car. For the first 3 years of ownership, your oil changes, your tire rotations are going to be covered as a part. It does not require a premium gasoline. 87 octane is fine. You'll find a lot of other vehicles that are in this market, in the large, mid to large size segment and the luxury segment, are going to require premium fuel, and this car will not. The quality of the materials that are around you, the quality of the leather, the hand stitching on the doors, really an easy vehicle to get into and get out of with a large door opening. Your seat is very adjustable. It's a 10-way adjustable seat. And not only will the seat but also the exterior mirrors are able to be stored into memory so that you don't have the frustration of multiple operators in the vehicle having to constantly readjust things. This is a great feature to have, especially for married couples. Of course, another thing that's great for those married folks is your dual zone air conditioning and heating system. Not only can the driver adjust temperature, but the passenger can adjust it separately. You can have up to like a 20-degree or so variance between the two sides. So if the wife's always cold and you're always hot, you don't have that issue anymore. And this particular vehicle does have not only the heated but also the cooled seats, which is a fantastic feature. Helps to really draw that more moist air away from your body in the summertime, really making it a much more comfortable vehicle. It also has heads-up display. Basically that is going to allow you to have a floating set of information up in front of you that you can determine the speed of the vehicle, any other types of things that you might want to know about the car that are important while you're driving can be displayed in front of you. Of course, this vehicle is equipped with 6 airbags. You have your 2 front airbags, you have 2 side airbags each in your side front seats, and then you also have your canopy bags. An interesting note with Saab is that in any collision with the Saab, when airbags are deployed, your side bags will always deploy. And that's for safety. You never know in an accident if there might not be subsequent impacts as a result of an accident or even a rollover type situation. So having the side impact bags inflate and stay inflated is a wonderful extra feature to give you peace of mind and know that in an accident you really will be safe. And again, regarding accident, both avoidance with things like anti-lock brakes, the stability control system. You also have OnStar in the case of an accident as well, which is going to help to contact any emergency services that are needed if there is an accident, so that you get the help that you need as quickly as you might need it. That's something that you're going to get complimentary for the first year that you own your Saab. This vehicle does have the navigation system. In our navigation system, you'll find is extremely intuitive and easy to use. In fact, I can turn that on here. You'll notice that I did that with the push of a button, and continuing the Saabishness of our vehicle, one of the things that you'll notice is that you do still have the center mounted ignition. We have the egg crate design in our grille. And we even still have the night panel function, which will actually black out everything on the dash except for the speedometer, which is great for nighttime driving and having less distraction for that. When you put in an address of where it is that you want to go, it's an easy thing to put in. It'll bring it right up on the screen for you. Unlike a lot of the other luxury sedans where there's multi-function buttons, there's not a lot of multi-function stuff in here, and that's kind of good because it's a whole lot less confusing to use. So something that you probably enjoy. Your transmission is also something that can be chosen in terms of the shifting capability. This is an automatic vehicle, obviously, but it does also have the ability to be shifted manually. So if you're looking for a little more acceleration on a particular situation, or perhaps better traction because of bad weather, even though this is the cross-wheel drive, you certainly would be able to manually override the shift points and allow the vehicle to start out in lower gears or to downshift it to get more power out of a high-speed situation perhaps. The other thing that you have choice over is over your throttle response, the suspension dampening, and your steering effort by way of this DriveSense system. This actually has 3 settings, a comfort, intelligent, and sport mode, which allow you to decide how much steering assistance, suspension dampening, and throttle response you want to have. Of course, it will also affect your fuel economy as you make those adjustments as well. A lot of great features inside this vehicle. Really a very comfortable vehicle to drive. In fact, looking also too at the rear seat of the vehicle, you'll notice by way of the fact of this redesign, we have a 3-inch wider vehicle, a 7-inch longer vehicle with about a 5-inch longer wheelbase, which really creates an incredible amount of interior room, by far the largest Saab we've ever seen. I mean, that rear seat is positively cavernous. You can easily sit comfortably seat 3 adults in the back of that car. That's basically what we have with the 9.5 today. We'd love to have you take a drive, because I'm sure once you drive one, you're going to want to own it.